Mr. Idris, can you see the fashion piece right here, sir? Can you see the front? Mr. Idris.
Last year, it was Shabuzi turning heads. But this year, the spotlight hit different. Now you've got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Damson Idris, and a whole lineup of black men stepping onto that Met Gala carpet looking like they were following a script nobody else could see. It didn't feel random. It felt planned, almost like every move was being watched and judged. And it's not just the men getting caught up in it either. Did you see what Dweechee pulled up wearing? People online were stunned, trying to figure out what message she was sending.
It looks like The Rock is paying his dues because look what he wore at the Met Gala. These celebrities sure do love to humiliate themselves.
Then Serena Williams stepped out, and the reactions got even louder. Folks were asking, who approved this look? It had people confused, shocked, and talking nonstop. And Cardi B, she didn't escape the noise either. People were saying she looked like something straight out of a medical diagram. At that point, it felt less like high fashion and more like pure shock tactics designed to get everybody reacting.
What makes information so powerful is, you don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work.
Yeah.
And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I be like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual.
For years, there's been chatter about this so-called dress ritual, where male celebrities are pushed into wearing outfits that flip their image upside down. Some say it's about control, others say it's about humiliation, but nobody really agrees on what it means. But then Katt Williams stepped in and turned the whole conversation on its head. He's saying people are focusing on the wrong thing completely. According to him, it's not about dresses, it's not even about fashion. It's about testing loyalty in the most public way possible. Katt describes it like a hidden game, where the real question is simple but intense. How far are you willing to go to stay inside that elite circle? He suggests it's about pressure, about proving obedience, about showing you'll go along no matter how uncomfortable it gets.
What I shared with Tom Brown's team is that, that first they sent the illustrations over, and hey, is DJ going to be cool with this pleated skirt? And I was like, well, look, in our culture, Polynesian culture, we rock lava lavas, we rock skirts. The most masculine men, but not that I'm one of them, but the most masculine men wear lava lavas.
I don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work.
Yeah.
And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be.
And then he pushed the idea even further. He started connecting dots. People don't usually link. The strange outfits, the viral embarrassment moments, the constant controversies popping up online, and hinted that it's all part of a bigger pattern most people overlook. People are out here arguing over outfits. Meanwhile, some are claiming the real action is happening behind closed doors. The talk online is getting louder, with folks saying Hollywood elites are moving in ways most people don't even see, while everyone else is distracted by red carpet drama.
Mr. Idris, can you see the fashion piece right here, sir? Can you see the front?
The most masculine men, but not that I'm one of them, but the most masculine men wear lava lavas.
Now let's get into this year's Met Gala, because wow, it had people talking for all the wrong reasons. A lot of viewers were saying the theme got completely ignored. The looks felt basic, low effort, Like nobody really tried to push boundaries in a creative way. It didn't feel like the Met Gala people are used to. It felt off. And of course, right on cue, there was that one moment everyone zoomed in on. This time, it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stepping out in a skirt, paired with a $3.3 million watch flashing under the lights. When asked about it, he explained that in his culture, strong men wear garments like that. And that part is actually true in many Polynesian traditions.
20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood that things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future. And that somehow calling people the goat would be normalized over the sheep being always the most popular reference.
But here's where people started questioning things. Critics pointed out that what he wore didn't really match traditional Polynesian attire. It looked more like a modern-styled outfit that blurred lines in a completely different way. That's why online reactions came in fast and loud, with many saying they weren't convinced by the "it's tradition" explanation. On platforms like X, the comments got wild. One person wrote, "Hey, look, they finally got The Rock in a dress." Another added that he held out longer than most, but still ended up playing along with what they believe is a pattern in Hollywood. The reactions kept stacking up, with people debating, questioning, and reading deeper into the moment than just fashion. Some comments even crossed into bold speculation, trying to connect celebrity choices to career moves and industry pressure, but those claims remain opinions, not facts. What's clear is this: the conversation around these appearances is getting louder, and people are paying close attention like never before. And then there was Damson Idris stepping onto the scene, and people could not stop talking. He showed up solo after his split with Lori Harvey, and the energy around him had everyone watching closely. Even though he didn't wear a skirt, a lot of people online were saying his vibe felt softer than expected, and the comparisons started flying instantly. Some viewers even confused him with Lil Nas X at first glance, which just added more fuel to the conversation. The reactions were non-stop, with people picking apart every detail and trying to figure out what message he was sending with his look. Now here's the thing. The theme for this year's Met Gala was all about turning fashion into art. So naturally, expectations were high. But people started asking, did Damson really lean into that idea? Or did he just play it safe? That question alone had social media going wild with opinions. Then you got ASAP Rocky, who definitely took a risk with his outfit. He came through bold, no question about that, but not everyone was feeling it. Some comments were playful, others straight up critical, with one person saying, "I'm glad he's finally the bad bee he's always desired to be." Another joked that he looked like he walked in wearing a pink Victoria's Secret bathrobe. The reactions were loud and all over the place. Now shifting to the women, because the conversation didn't slow down there either. Dwayne had people completely stunned with her look. Folks were confused, asking what the vision was and whether it was meant to push boundaries or just shock people. Some even questioned small details like her footwear, trying to understand the full picture. One fan commented, "This is disturbing to see. Doechii is looking like a slave at an auction. Very disappointing." That reaction sparked even more debate, with others stepping in to either defend her or question the styling choices. And then there was Erin Rose Phillip, making history as a groundbreaking figure in the fashion world. Her presence at the Met Gala added another layer to the night, showing just how many different stories and perspectives were sharing that same spotlight. And no disrespect to Aaron Rose Phillip at all, but some people online couldn't help but question the situation. They were asking, does this feel genuine, or does it feel like something else entirely? It sparked a bigger conversation about whether the people behind these invites truly care, or if it's more about appearances than anything real. Names like Anna Wintour started coming up, with critics wondering what the real intention is behind these high-profile moments. Some voices online called it performative, suggesting it looks like support on the surface, but might actually be more about image than impact. That idea alone had people debating nonstop. Now zooming out to the bigger picture, this is where things get even more intense. Katt Williams has been very vocal, claiming there's more going on in the industry than people realize. He talks about so-called humiliation rituals, suggesting these red carpet moments might not just be about fashion at all. According to that perspective, the Met Gala isn't just a glamorous fundraiser. It's something deeper, something symbolic. The theme. Some say it doesn't even matter. What matters, they claim, is the unspoken expectation. How far are you willing to go when all eyes are on you? People point to the outfits themselves. Wild, exaggerated, sometimes uncomfortable-looking designs. Feathers, latex, chains, oversized shapes that transform celebrities into something almost unrecognizable. It's like their usual polished image disappears, replaced by something bold, strange, and impossible to ignore. And then comes the moment on those famous steps. Cameras flashing, millions watching, and every detail being judged in real time. Some critics describe it as a kind of spectacle, where celebrities walk through the attention knowing the reactions will be intense. The big question people keep asking is, why do it? According to Katt's take, it's about proving loyalty. It's about showing you'll play along, even when the spotlight gets uncomfortable. It's a theory that's controversial, widely debated, and not backed by evidence. But it keeps people talking and questioning everything they see. Passing the test, according to some voices online, means everything. Bigger deals, more fame, stronger connections. But failing, people say that could mean getting pushed out, losing opportunities, and fading from the spotlight fast. That idea alone has people side-eyeing every Met Gala appearance like it's more than just fashion. Some even go deeper, pointing at certain outfit details and claiming there's hidden symbolism everywhere. They talk about horns, all-seeing eyes, distorted doll-like designs, and dark-looking imagery woven into these looks. And then comes the timing. People notice the Met Gala always lands on the first Monday in May, close to ancient festivals like Beltane, which just adds more mystery to the conversation. Then you start noticing patterns people keep bringing up. Serpents, blindfolds, stiff outfits that barely let celebrities move. It all gets analyzed piece by piece. And when younger figures step into that spotlight, the reactions get even stronger. For example, Beyoncé and Jay-Z showing up with Blue Ivy Carter had people talking, with some questioning whether the styling felt age-appropriate or just part of the same spectacle. Now, some online voices take it even further, claiming it's not just about attention, it's about influence, power, and participation. They say celebrities might be both benefiting from the system and caught inside it at the same time. But it's important to remember, these are theories and opinions, not proven facts. So what do you think about all this? Is Katt Williams reading way too deep into it? Or is there something about these patterns that makes you stop and think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And I'll catch you in the next one.